Cousins, I have news. Fani has confessed that she was sleeping with a married man. It's Saturday morning, my darlings. Good morning. I absolutely love you and adore you, but child, let's hurry up, honey. I'm busy. I got mentoring sessions this morning. Okay, my camera's going in and out. What's going on? How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you for those comments on my videos. Yes, I have to come back and give that other part of the Atlanta social media couple getting a divorce. But anyways, this morning we're going to talk about Fani. Okay, be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this. I think for those of you who's been picking up my books and showing me love, I absolutely adore you. I want to remind you that we are doing the 23 types of guys you might meet book reading review. If you want to join, you must email me so that you can join. Okay, we're going to start that this week sometime. And of course, the Husband Profile course begins in April. If you want to register, be sure to send me an email so I can have your name on the list. And we're going to begin that in April. So according to CNN, Fani don't confess, girl. Fani, CNN apologist, Fulton County DA acknowledges personal relationship with lead prosecutor in Trump case, but says it doesn't disqualify her. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Fani. It does disqualify you. Okay. Let's read. Let's listen to this here.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we go.
Former President Donald Trump has now filed a written response to an attempt to have her disqualified. CNN's Zach Cohen is joining us now. So, Zach, here, Fani Willis is responding to this attempt to have her disqualified over allegations.
So we're not going to listen to all of it because, you know, CNN is copyright. But anyways, let's go ahead and read the article. Washington, Atlanta, CNN, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, her lead prosecutor on the 2020 election case, both acknowledged in court papers that they have a personal relationship, but strongly pushed back on claims that she financially benefited from hiring him. Wasn't she at the church? Wasn't she down there at the big old black church talking about, it's because we're black. It's because I'm black. It's because he's black. That's why they're saying all of this. No, Fani, you were sleeping with that married man. And you had to come out and confess. You couldn't deny it because you know the other DAs were waiting for you to deny it so you could perjure yourself, so you could go to jail, which is why Nathan, your married lover boyfriend, settled the divorce settlement with the wife and give her half the money you paid him. So that's why y'all had to come out and confess, because there's just too many pictures and receipts. You didn't financially benefit her. Yes, you did, ma'am. You was flying to Montego Bay, Jamaica, California. He was buying expensive steaks and riblets. Of course, you are benefiting from him. How is he is he separating the money you paid him from the other money he's working? And Fani, let's not talk about that bill that Nathan put in for 24 hours worth of pay. 24 hours, Fani. 24 hours. What was you and Nathan doing for 24 hours that he put in a payment order for 24 hours? He didn't pee, he didn't go to the bathroom, he didn't have lunch, he didn't sleep, Fani. The filing from Willis, who is spearheading the Georgia criminal case against former President Trump and his allies, have efforts to overturn the 2020 election, includes an affidavit from Wade, who says that in 2022, he and Willis developed a personal relationship in addition to our professional association and friendship. Wade denied that his earnings on the case have been shared with or provided to Willis. The district attorney received no funds of personal financial gain from my position as special prosecutor, he said. Willis also said the personal relationship has never involved direct or indirect financial benefit to District Attorney Willis. Willis filed a response to allegations by one of Trump co-defendants on the conflict of interest and improper romantic relationship with Wade. Willis said in court filing that the salacious allegations do not reach the legal grounds required for her to be disqualified from the Georgia election interference case. Willis, while the allegation raised in various motions are salacious and garnered the media attention, they were designed to obtain none provide this court with any basis upon which to order the relief they seek, the filing stated. Willis said that defense attorneys did not reach a legal basis for disqualification, writing that she has no financial or personal conflict or personal conflict of interest that constitutes a legal basis for disqualification, and that she has made no public statements that warrant disqualification or judiciary inquiry. The motion also defended Wade, saying that the attacks on his disqualifications are factually inaccurate, unsupported, and malicious, in addition to providing no basis whatsoever to dismiss the indictment or disqualify Special Prosecutor Wade. Defendants do not point to any action taken by the district attorney or any of her staff that has been outside the character of an officer of the law specially charged to oversee either the special purpose grand jury's investigation or the prosecution of these defendants, the motion reads. Instead, the motion's attempt to cobble together entirely unremarkable circumstances of Special Prosecutor Wade appointment with completely irrelevant allegations about his personal family life into a manufactured conflict of interest on the part of the district attorney, the effort must fail. Wade and Willis respond to allegation for improper conduct. The judge overseeing the criminal case had ordered Willis to respond, setting the stage for a February 15 hearing on the matter. Willis, Wade, and some of their colleagues could be forced to testify at the hearing after receiving subpoenas this week. Addressing allegations that the two took vacations together, Willis wrote that the financial responsibility for personal travel taken is divided roughly evenly between the two. Lies. With neither being primarily responsible for expenses of the other, and all expenses paid for with individual personal funds. In his affidavit, Wade said, at times I have made purchase travel for District Attorney Willis and myself from my personal funds. At other times, District Attorney Willis has made the purchase travel for she and I from her personal fund. Oh, she buying plane tickets too? Oh, wow, Fani. Willis added that there are no joint or shared finances or financial accounts, that there is not now and has never been any shared household, and that neither Willis nor Wade are financially reliant on each other. Well, I hope not. You were still married. Citing Wade's affidavit, Willis wrote that the defendants offer no support for their insistence that the exercise of any prosecutorial discretion in this case was impacted by any personal relationship. Without those additional factors, the existence of relationship between members of a prosecutor's team in and of itself is simply not a status that entitles a criminal defendant any remedy, she continued. In the spring of 2021, Wade was asked by Willis, along with two other attorneys, to assist in the investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Lawyers we spoke with about taking on the work expressed hesitation due to concerns related to violent rhetoric and potential safety issues for their families, Wade said, adding that he initially pushed back when Willis asked him to serve as special prosecutor 2020 election subversion case. Willis argues that the February 15 hearing is not necessary and should be canceled. Defendants' failure to support their demands for extreme relief with evidence that would support any remedy makes an evidentiary hearing on this matter unnecessary, Willis wrote In a court filing Friday responding to the allegations, the state respectfully asks that after consideration of the Nathan Wade affidavit, surge back. So let me finish reading this article and then you tell me what you think. I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to watch and see what's going to happen. So let me just pick up from here. Defendants' failure to support their demands. Let me go back up here. Willis argues that the February 15 hearing is not necessary and should be canceled. Defendants failed to support their demands for extreme relief with evidence that would support any remedy makes an evidentiary hearing on this matter unnecessary. Willis wrote in a court filing Friday responding to the allegations. State respectfully asks that after consideration of the Nathan Wade affidavit and other submitted exhibits, the motions be denied without further spectacle. Oh, she says spectacle. Willis has no plans to step down. CNN previously reported that Willis has no plans to step down from this election subpoena case. A decision driven in part over concern that her departure could effectively end the case. As it's unclear if there's another prosecutor in Georgia willing to take it on. While the allegations have become a huge public focus and distraction for Willis' office, she had not directly addressed the allegation for weeks, but did broadly defend Wade and her team. The alleged affair was first raised by Trump's co-defendant, former 2020 campaign office Mike Roman, last month in a court filing that accused Willis of financially benefiting when Wade took her on lavish vacations, partly paid for with what he billed her office for work on the case. Willis appointed Wade's special prosecutor in 2021, but there was little direct evidence included in that initial filing seeking her dismissal and for the case to be tossed, an effort Trump has since joined. Since then, credit card statements revealed in Wade's divorce case show he paid for 2 plane tickets for Willis to San Francisco and Miami. Trump and the 14 remaining co-defendants were indicted by Willis last summer. No trial date has been set yet. Willis has asked for a trial date to be scheduled for August. Why August? That's so far away. 4 other co-defendants have already pleaded guilty and agreed to cooperate with prosecutor to testify. So, y'all, what y'all think about this? Do you think she should step down? I don't know. I don't know what the law says. I don't know. But I'm glad she came out and admitted. You know, for those of you all who will say, no, they're not. No, they're not. Here it is. I have to go, my darlings. I have mentoring sessions this morning. Let me know what you think in the comments. I absolutely love you. I adore you. I'll be in the comments today. Love you. Talk to you later. Mwah. Bye.